We have all been there. You walk out into your garden, a place that is usually a source of immense joy and pride, and you notice something is amiss. The vibrant green of your hostas seems a bit dull, the roses are producing fewer blooms, and the vegetable patch that once overflowed with bounty now offers a rather modest harvest. Your plants just seem to be struggling. It is a disheartening moment for any gardener, a feeling that your soil has grown tired and weary. No matter how much you water, or how carefully you tend to your plants, they lack the vigor they once had. It feels as though the very life force of your garden has started to wane, leaving you wondering what has gone wrong with the earth beneath your feet. This is a common problem, one that visits even the most experienced gardeners. Over time, plants draw nutrients from the soil to grow. Each flower, each leaf, and each vegetable is built from minerals and elements taken from the ground. If we do not replenish these essential ingredients, the soil becomes depleted, like a pantry that is never restocked. It becomes compacted, struggling to hold moisture, and the delicate web of life within it begins to break down. You might be tempted to reach for a bag of chemical fertilizer, a quick fix that promises to restore vitality. But these solutions are often temporary, offering a short burst of energy without truly healing the underlying issue of exhausted, lifeless soil. True, lasting health comes from rebuilding the soil itself. Many gardeners, when faced with this challenge, overlook the most valuable resource available to them, one that arrives freely every autumn. As the trees begin their magnificent display of color, shedding their leaves in a golden cascade, we often see this as a chore. We rake them, bag them, and put them out for collection, treating them as little more than garden waste. We are tidying up, but in our tidiness, we are throwing away the very thing our gardens desperately need. We are disposing of a treasure trove of organic matter, the key to rejuvenating our tired soil and bringing back that wonderful spark of life to our plants. It is a missed opportunity, a natural cycle we have interrupted. So what if we stopped seeing fallen leaves as a problem? What if we started to see them as a gift? Imagine if, instead of wrestling with heavy bags destined for the tip, we viewed each leaf as a small packet of nutrients, a piece of a puzzle that, when put together, creates rich, dark, and crumbly soil. This is the secret that nature has been demonstrating for millennia in woodlands and forests, where the ground is always fertile. The trees drop their leaves, which then decompose to feed the soil, which in turn feeds the trees. It is a perfect, self-sustaining system. By embracing this cycle in our own gardens, we can work with nature, not against it, to build a foundation of health that will support our plants for years to come. Let us take a closer look at what a fallen leaf really is. It is not just rubbish. It is a carefully constructed package of nutrients and minerals drawn up from deep within the earth by the tree's roots. Throughout the growing season, a leaf acts as a tiny solar panel, converting sunlight into energy. In the process, it accumulates carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and a host of other micronutrients essential for plant growth. When autumn arrives and the tree prepares for dormancy, it retracts some of these valuable nutrients back into its branches and trunk, but a significant amount remains locked within the leaf. When that leaf falls to the ground, it carries with it a blueprint for creating new life. Compare this to the soil in your garden. Garden soil, especially in a well-used bed, is often a mixture of clay, sand, silt, and a small amount of organic matter. Over the years, as you harvest vegetables and clear away old plants, you're constantly removing this organic component. The soil becomes denser, making it harder for roots to penetrate and for water to drain properly. It loses its structure and its ability to hold on to air, which is just as important for root health as water. It becomes a difficult environment for the worms, bacteria, and fungi that are the true engines of a healthy garden. They need organic matter to survive, and without it, their populations decline, and the soil becomes sterile and inert. Now, consider the leaf again. When leaves are added to the soil, they do something wonderful. They introduce bulk and texture. A layer of decomposing leaves creates air pockets, which improves drainage in heavy clay soils and helps sandy soils retain moisture. This loose, open structure is exactly what plant roots love, allowing them to spread out easily in search of water and nutrients. A handful of forest floor soil, rich with leaf mold, feels light, springy, and full of life. This is what we are aiming for in our own gardens. We are trying to replicate what nature does so perfectly on its own, using the very materials it provides for us free of charge. The difference is truly night and day. Regular tired garden soil can feel heavy and lifeless, compacting into hard clods when dry or turning to sticky mud when wet. Leaf-enriched soil, on the other hand, is dark, crumbly, and smells sweet and earthy. It is teeming with invisible life. This is not just a cosmetic improvement, it is a fundamental transformation. By simply collecting and using our fallen leaves, we are not just adding nutrients. We are rebuilding the very architecture of our soil. We are creating a resilient, self-sustaining ecosystem right in our own back garden, turning a neglected resource into the foundation of a thriving, productive, and beautiful space. The process by which a crisp autumn leaf turns into rich, dark garden soil is a quiet and patient miracle, carried out by an army of tiny, unseen workers. When a leaf falls, it does not simply sit there, it becomes a feast. The first to arrive are the physical decomposers, creatures like earthworms, woodlice, and millipedes. They begin the process by shredding the leaves into smaller pieces, munching and burrowing their way through the pile. Earthworms are particularly brilliant at this, dragging leaf fragments down into their burrows, mixing them with the soil, and creating channels that aerate the ground. Their casts, the little piles of soil they excrete, are incredibly rich in nutrients. Once the leaves have been broken into smaller bits, a new crew takes over, the microscopic decomposers. This includes vast colonies of bacteria and fungi. Fungi, with their networks of fine, thread-like hyphae, are masters at breaking down the tougher, more resilient parts of a leaf, like lignin and cellulose. These are the woody components that give a leaf its structure. As the fungi digest these materials, they release the locked-up nutrients, making them available in a form that plants can absorb. You can often see this process at work if you look closely at a pile of damp leaves. You will find it threaded through with a delicate white web of mycelium, the body of the fungus. The bacteria then join the feast, consuming the simpler, softer tissues of the leaf and further breaking down the organic matter. There are many different types of bacteria, each playing a specific role in this complex decomposition process. They work chemically, releasing enzymes that dissolve the leaf material and convert it into humus. Humus is the holy grail of gardeners. It is the dark, stable, and incredibly fertile organic component of soil. It acts like a sponge, holding onto water and nutrients and releasing them slowly to plant roots. It also gives soil that wonderful, crumbly structure that we all strive for, binding tiny mineral particles together into larger, more stable aggregates. This entire transformation is a beautiful, slow-motion dance of life and death. The leaf, having completed its life, gives itself back to the earth. An entire ecosystem of organisms, from the visible worm to the invisible bacterium, works in concert to recycle its components. What is left is not waste, but pure potential. It is a substance rich with the building blocks of life, ready to nourish a new generation of plants. By adding leaves to our gardens, we are not just feeding the soil, we are feeding this entire community of decomposers. We are inviting them in and giving them the materials they need to work their quiet magic, turning our garden beds into a vibrant living system. Sometimes seeing is believing. To truly understand the incredible power of leaves to improve soil, you can conduct a very simple experiment right on your kitchen windowsill. It is a wonderful way to watch the process of decomposition unfold and to see firsthand the difference that organic matter makes. All you need are 2 large, clear glass jars, some ordinary soil from your garden, a handful of dried leaves, and a little water. This small demonstration will paint a clearer picture than 1,000 words, showing you exactly what happens when you give your soil the gift of leaves. It is a fantastic project to do with children too, teaching them about the cycles of nature. For the first jar, which will be our control, simply fill it about 3/4 full with your garden soil. For the second jar, start by placing a layer of soil at the bottom. Then, add a generous layer of dried leaves. It helps if you scrunch them up a bit first, to break them down. Continue layering soil and leaves until this jar is also about 3/4 full, finishing with a layer of soil on top. Now, add the same amount of water to each jar, just enough to make the contents damp, not waterlogged. Screw the lids on loosely to allow some air exchange, and place both jars in a spot where you can observe them over the next few weeks. Almost immediately, you will begin to notice differences. The jar with only soil will likely settle and might even compact a little after watering. The soil will look dense and uniform. In the jar with the leaves, however, you will see a more varied texture, with visible layers and air pockets. Over the coming weeks, pay close attention to the leaf jar. You will see the leaves gradually darken and begin to break apart. The volume of the contents might shrink as the leaves decompose. If you are lucky, you might even spot some fungal growth or the tunnel of an earthworm if one happened to be in your soil sample. After a month or two, compare the two jars again. The soil in the first jar will likely look much the same, perhaps a bit harder and drier at the top. But the contents of the second jar will have transformed. The distinct layers of soil and leaves will have started to merge, creating a darker, richer, and more crumbly mixture. The soil will look and feel more alive. This simple experiment beautifully demonstrates the creation of humus. You have sped up the natural process, showing how leaves break down to create a superior growing medium. It is a powerful visual reminder of the transformation happening beneath the surface of your garden when you add this precious organic matter. Now that we understand why leaves are so beneficial, let's talk about how to use them in the garden. The easiest and most effective way to start is by shredding them. Whole leaves, especially large, tough ones like sycamore or chestnut, can form a thick, impenetrable mat. This mat can block water and air from reaching the soil and smother small plants. Shredding them solves this problem. You can do this simply by running a lawnmower back and forth over a pile of leaves on your lawn. This breaks them into small pieces, which decompose much faster and are easier to handle. These shredded leaves can then be used in several wonderful ways. One of the best uses for shredded leaves is as a mulch. After your final tidy up in late autumn, you can spread a generous layer, about 2 to 3 inches deep, over the surface of your borders and vegetable beds. This leafy blanket acts as a protective layer over the winter. It insulates the soil from the harshest cold, suppresses the growth of winter weeds, and prevents heavy rain from washing away your precious topsoil. As the winter progresses, worms and other soil life will gradually pull the shredded leaves down into the earth, beginning the process of decomposition and enriching your soil without you having to lift another finger. It is gardening at its most efficient. Another fantastic method is to make leaf mold. This is a gardener's gold. It is simply a pile of leaves left to decompose on its own. To make it, all you need is a simple wire mesh bin or even just a few wooden stakes to contain your pile. Pack the leaves in, dampen them thoroughly with water, and then just leave them. The process is slow. It can take 1 to 2 years for the leaves to break down completely. What you are left with is a dark, crumbly, and sweet-smelling material that is the perfect soil conditioner. A 2-year-old leaf mold is a superb potting mix for seeds and young plants, as it is low in nutrients but excellent at retaining moisture, providing the ideal environment for delicate new roots to grow. Not all leaves are created equal. However, most deciduous leaves, like oak, beech, hornbeam, and birch, are excellent for making leaf mold and for mulching. They break down relatively quickly and have a good balance of nutrients. Some leaves, like pine needles, are very acidic and slow to decompose, so they are best used in small quantities or as a mulch around acid-loving plants like rhododendrons and blueberries. You should avoid using leaves from plants like horse chestnut, which can carry a leaf-mining moth, or walnut, which contains a chemical that can inhibit the growth of other plants. By being a little selective, you can ensure you are adding only the best to your garden soil. By embracing the power of fallen leaves, you are doing more than just improving your soil for next season. You are participating in a timeless cycle of renewal and creating a lasting legacy of fertility in your garden. Every leaf you return to the earth contributes to a living, breathing ecosystem beneath your feet. You are building a soil structure that is resilient, that holds moisture during dry spells, and that drains well during downpours. This is the foundation of a low-maintenance garden, one that works in harmony with its environment rather than fighting against it. Strong, healthy soil grows strong, healthy plants that are naturally more resistant to pests and diseases. Combining leaves with your regular compost heap is another way to supercharge your soil building efforts. Leaves are considered a brown material, meaning they are rich in carbon. Your kitchen scraps, lawn clippings, and green plant cuttings are green materials, rich in nitrogen. A healthy compost pile needs a good balance of both. Often, gardeners find they have too many greens and not enough browns. A large pile of shredded autumn leaves offers a perfect free source of carbon to balance your compost. Mixing them in will help your compost heap to break down more efficiently, preventing it from becoming a slimy, smelly mess and transforming it into a beautifully balanced, nutrient-rich soil amendment. Think of your garden soil as a bank account. Every time you harvest a crop or clear away a plant, you're making a withdrawal. For years, many of us have been making withdrawals without making any deposits. Using leaves is a way to make a significant, long-term deposit. You are investing in your garden's future health and productivity. This is a profound shift in mindset, moving away from a reliance on quick, synthetic fixes and toward a more sustainable, holistic approach. It is about feeding the soil, not just the plant. When you nurture the soil, you nurture the entire web of life that your garden supports, from the tiniest microbe to the tallest sunflower. So this autumn, as the leaves begin to fall, I urge you not to see them as a chore. Do not rake them up and cast them aside. See them for what they truly are, a gift from nature, packed with the potential to bring your garden back to life. Gather them, shred them, and return them to the earth. Use them as a mulch, or be patient and turn them into precious leaf mold. By doing so, you will be taking the single most important step you can to create a richer, healthier, and more beautiful garden. You will be building a living legacy, one handful of crumbly, dark earth at a time, ensuring your garden will continue to thrive for many years to come.